52 Asian Persuasion here at the first Team YCS here with our guys.
Oh, I'm so angry!
I'm so angry.
Plus one gaming.
This goes back here.
Max Reynolds.
And
Bohdan, Temnyk.
And
Jeff Jones.
Hi,
Jeff.
Hi.
Hungry, yes.
But
Jeff played this deck, contrary to popular belief,
Okay.
with Team Ultra Reality Tops, because Ultra Reality Games was taken.
It was.
It was taken. Oh
Yeah, apparently.
They
But
used like
somebody
extra characters and they didn't want any of that. So that's crazy.
Oh, rip. All right, let's
Like
get
the
into
games,
it.
man.
Alright, so I played a Danger Thunder deck featuring Goliath and Arcbrave, very interactive strategy.
Sounds
nice. So I played, for my good normal summons, I played Solar and Sky Blaster. So you just want to see one of these in every hand. If you see multiple, it's okay, but you generally want to see just one of them, and your whole combo is just like fine. So those are really good. For the Thunder monsters, I played 3 regular Thunder Dragon, 2 Dark, 2 Roar, 2 Hawk, and just 1 Duo. So this is the only one I played 3 of because it's the only one you really like want to see. You can kind of toggle the rest of them through like other means like Solar or just like hitting them off Saryuja.
Discounting that off danger is really nice.
It works out. So this one's like really good. You don't really want to see like these like at all. You just want to send them. Hawk's all right, but it's still like kind of shitty. And then Duo's really good because sometimes you can't like banish the Eclipse Wyvern during your combo. So it fixes that there, and then its effect is also just insane. Like you kill something, you add a Thunder monster.
If you draw this, you can just touch this. Okay.
Yeah, you can just get this too. Yeah, it's just really good. It helps you kill, which is important. It also helps you make dark matter, which is like the key.
Yes,
You're trying to make dark matter.
Shout out to the shop.
Yep. For the dangers, 3 Nessie, 3 Jackalope, 3 Tsuchinoko, 2 Mothman, and 1 Bigfoot. Bigfoot's a new addition to the deck. I played all of these in past lists, but Bigfoot was really good because you're trying to make dark matter. So it's like good that it's a level 8 you can get from your deck off Jackalope whenever you need it. You can also like randomly sork this to get this, which like this one, which is like kind of relevant. I never did it in the tournament, but I did it in testing, so that was good. Bigfoot's also good at popping like floodgates that are face up, and then like multi-roll if it's sitting. So all these cards are really good. And also the fact that you just have like the extra danger name is important for unclogging your hands. So that lineup, I played 3 of the White Dragon and 3 of the Black Dragon. This is pretty new. Most people only play 2 of this one, but we went with 3 because you just want to maximize the odds that you do see a dragon. Looking forward, I don't think I would play 3 of this one because it's a lot harder to fill your grave with lights than it is darks in this deck. So a lot of games I'd have like 2 or even 3 of this one, and you just can't really do anything. Like in top 16, I drew 3 of this one. Yeah, it's not too good. But this one's amazing as always, so keep that at 3. Other dragon monsters, Eclipse Wyvern. It's just important you get off your combo. You can search Levineer with it. Nothing bad to say really. Even if you draw it too, you can just summon it off Saryuja, and that's just your combo, so it's good. 1 Diablos, 3 Levineer. Past list play like 2. Some probably play 3, but 3 was new for me, and I really liked it. It was just broken most of the tournament. My losses, I lost twice, or 3 times I guess in top 16. In Swiss, I lost twice to drawing just horribly bricky hands with like 2 or even 3 of these, and he can vouch. I just turn over and be like, I don't know what you want me to do.
It's a bunch of bad calls.
It's not very good. But I still think I would play 3 because it's just so good. Like, it's just gonna outweigh.
Something you would
bad.
replace it.
Yeah, there's nothing you.
It's just really powerful.
And then the other dragons are Goliath and Arcbrave. You send these off dark matter, and usually like Wyvern if you haven't used it, or Diablos, and that just finishes like your combo. You just get to end with like this one Hot Red and 2 Colossus, which is just really hard to deal with. The Hot Red's especially important because the mirrors out to this is like Levineer usually, unless they can trigger Diablos, but you know, if they have that, like they have that. And then 3 Seconds Light, the only spell in the deck. I really like Allure more than this card, but everyone fought me on it, so I just played Seconds Light, and it was fine.
No regrets?
Yeah, no regrets.
So the question is, if you had the prize card, would you have played it?
So I wanted it like when the deck was good with Snow, and when you're Gumblaring and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was like really good then. I haven't really considered it in this list. I would like one. I think that'd be really cool to try, but I'm not really sure if its impact would be like enough to like warrant the spot or the money to spend on it.
I got you.
So
We could have just won one instead.
yeah, we could have.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to Bohdan. He's alive in this profile.
He's alive, I know.
He's not
I
always
exist.
alive.
That's always the token that comes up.
3 Colossus. Some people play 2. I really like 3. Some hands you just like, in order to get to dark matter, you have to make like the 3rd one. So that was really good. And it's important for killing too, so sometimes you just throw all your cards on the board and good to go. Hot red instead of Crystal Wing because I didn't play Zombie Stein, played this instead. This was amazing. Dark Matter's obviously good because it just sends for cost. It helps you kill against like an Eagle Booster Sky Striker Link, and also through like Bailings, which the deck had like kind of a hard time with before. So I like that a lot. And then this card's just like very cool. You can like sort to your opponent a Thunder Monster to start your combo if you have like an awkward hand, and then get to this later and then take your Thunder Monster back and make a Colossus still or whatever you need. So that's just really good. And then you can take like Striker Links too if it goes your way and cut them off for so pretty good cards. The Guard Dragons, nothing to say really. Repro is really good. Nightmare Links, both I made a pretty good amount of time. I ended up going second a lot, so they're both pretty good. Summon Sork, 2 Saryuja, and Borreload. So the only like weird thing about my extra deck, I think, that like Thunder Dragon people might notice is that there's no Link Spider. Yeah, and while we were playing this week, it came up where I wanted the 3rd Colossus more than the Link Spider, like a lot of the time. So we're just, all right, just get rid of Link Spider. Link Spider came up a lot.
Actually, but like, it only came up a lot after you've done the Summon Sword combo.
Right,
it's like after the fact. Otherwise, you just
some
make
hands
Greek
you have like
Berserkers.
Sky Blaster, it was like harder,
It's
but
easy to make a Saryuja then play.
With all the dangers, it kind of just evens out. So I didn't really regret it that much. It only like actually hurt like once, so I think that's fine. And then the side deck, 3 Pankratops, 3 Lancia, 3 Sphere Mode, 3 Denko, and 3 Phantasme. I wanted to main this card, but I didn't think it made sense to main like 47 with Phantasme because your odds of seeing it are just very low. And then if you see it after the fact, you're like, well, this card doesn't do anything. So I didn't like that. But it was amazing sided because you're just a little better. Every card here I used at least once or twice, throughout the whole tournament. A lot more, like Denko was amazing, Lancia was amazing. I played a good amount of mirrors. Pankratops, like I don't really know what I would change here. I'd like to fit like a Kaiju or 2, but I don't really know what I would cut. So yeah, because everything felt like pretty good. So.
Alright, so let's go
on to Bohdan.
And the Invisible.
And the Invisible Jeff.
Jeff invented this. I just played it a bunch, and then we changed a couple cards. It was really nice. I like it.
Should have played Thunder.
Should have played Thunder, yeah, probably. I don't know how to play this deck. These were the hand traps. They were really good. Like, you just need to play these in these decks. One card lets you play. It's Ray. Then the Sky Striker cards were... Oh, Jeff leveled them up. There were 3 Engage. Something like that. 3 Widow Anchor. I think these are all just like really standard. Like, I saw some people playing 2 of this at the UDS. I don't think that's correct. Like, the Field Spell also is just like really ridiculous. And then there's just like the really niche ones that this is that one. This I think like you can get away with playing 2 now. Like Afterburners is like kind of okay, I guess. Cannon people are playing 2, but it just seemed like this card is only good when your opponent is playing the game. If they are playing the game, then usually the game's a little bit harder, and like Widow Anchor sort of functions the same. And then Jamming Waves I thought was really good. Like when the game's sort of just like slow, simplified, this card will like kill a back row and kill a monster, and it can also just like start you playing by killing Area 0, which I thought was kind of cool. But like just in general, this card seems a lot stronger now than it was previously, whereas like Afterburner seemed like it was a lot stronger. Against like Salamangreat, you can't really kill a card with Afterburner a lot of the time, and like this one just like forces out the back row and can like out the Phantasmes, like their boards. It's really good. Then one-ofs were like Rhoda, Twin. This is the 41st card. Yes, Sacrilege, no upside in this deck. We just played Twin because Jeff's like side plan didn't incorporate having 2 Twin. We just couldn't fit it. We needed more cards for Thunder, which is like in the finals right now, very represented deck. But like the 1 Twin was just insane each time. Given the matchups that we played, I think hindsight, this could have been bumped to 3. Like maybe it was just like a card that should have been in our decks like from the beginning. But like there was just enough Thunder to justify playing 1, and like the post side we only have another one, so this seemed fine. Desires is a lot better than Foolish Burial Goods. Card says draw 2. Goods just like put spells in the graveyard. It helps you like sort of fix hands, but it really doesn't. And this card is just like stronger versus like certain hand traps or like board states. Against like the Thunder Dragon board, you would rather draw 2 cards than like good send a card. And like usually you can get away with it too. You like force 1 negate with like multi-roll, then activate this draw 2. Gets you closer to like Ray, gets you closer to like Widow Anchors and stuff to play the game. Then 3 Call by the Grave, which is probably just like one of the best like proactive, like reactive, so it just does everything sort of card. Like it's basically a trap half the time, but like it also just like functions just against everything. Like it's just a really, really good card. We liked it because generally a lot of the decks would try and like cut you off playing. Like you'd get Kaiju, you'd get, you know, whatever, and then you just like have this set, and it sort of just stops Salamangreat from killing you, which is cool. Against the mirror match, you can use it as like another effect veiler, banishing like Kagari or Shizuku or something. You can banish Ray to cut them off Ray. It's just a very powerful card.
It's good against Thunder too.
Against Thunder especially. If they have to combo and put a Colossus in grave, you can just banish the Colossus and it's negated, and then you get to play. Like I think that's like really niche, but it does come up fairly often. And then like 2 terraforming. Very standard. The traps also very standard, just 3 impermanents, like arguably one of the better hand traps. Doesn't get hit by Call by the Grave. And then we played 2 Lost Wind. The theory is that when you force like a simplified game against certain decks, you would rather have a card like this set where you can use it once, they try and play again and you just set it again. Or they have like backer removal in the form of like Twin, jamming waves, etc. In which case this card is just like coming back, it's a free card. It was just really good. Against Thunder as well. Against a lot of the weaker hands, I guess like when they sort of establish well, this card's not as good, but the weaker hands, you can use it once, maybe against a Sayuja. They can make a Colossus, you set this again, and then use it again on your turn. And like permanently halves it, permanently negates it, just lets you do a lot of cool stuff. There's some instances where you can like halve a 3K, summon Hayate Crash, get your card, summon Ray, and then like do more damage. That comes up time from time. This card was like really nice. Like obviously going second, not as good, but it happens. So main deck was 41 cards. Extra deck was very standard, I guess, like these are all the ones that everyone plays, like kill them. This card overperformed this week, and I think this card's probably like very underutilized, very good against Salamangreat and the Thunder Dragon decks, and then these are just very standard. For the Striker Links, we played 3, 3, and 3. I feel like these are very standard. I've seen some lists play 2 of this and then a second of the kinda. That card is like good. Like ideally, I would try and fit a second one in. I'm not sure if it's higher value than Hayate, but just given the scenarios and how many times you ever summon 3 Hayate, maybe this one is like a bit better. Against the combo decks, they try and kill you through your link, and this just like stops you from dying. Yeah. And then against like Salamangreat and like certain matchups, like this just summons on your turn, you gain some life points, you like turn a dude to, like not turn a dude to defense, you stop it from attacking next turn, it's like really strong. It's also good against Phantasme for forcing it out, like randomly against like just very weak sort of hands, but yeah, I think that was pretty standard. Then side deck was 3 summon limit. Best trap card. It's very awkward though, because a lot of the Salamangreat decks were letting us go first. Letting us go first and then Kaijuing us. So you couldn't really tell. So you had to like gauge your opponent. Towards the end of the tournament, a lot of the decks that were picking second post side against your our deck, siding Kaijus and stuff, they sort of drifted out. There was a lot of anti-spells, a lot of Sanctum, stuff like that. So you could sort of just like have some idea and just like bring in the cards that are like applicable in that matchup. But otherwise, this is just really good against combo decks. Going first, because you're always picking first against a combo deck. Otherwise, they're just going to destroy you. I'll get to this one later, but 3 Shadrate standard, 3 Pankratops also just very standard. Very good cards against, you know, specific matchups. Twin, again, as I said, for the mirror match and like trap heavy decks. I don't like this against Salamangreat, but there are some instances where they have anti-spell in. This card's just really good. And I know Jeff felt the exact same way. We didn't really want this in our deck until I saw someone flip anti-spell against us or flip Imperial, so like we want it now. Urga was the card that we mained the 1 twin for. We wanted a card that would cover enough matchups. This covered Striker, it covered Orcus, it covered Thunder, it covered everything. It was just a really good card. I didn't get to see it as much as I would have liked, but like in certain matchups where they're multi-rolling like turn after turn and you just Urga them, it's really strong. And then against the Thunder deck, a lot of people tend to just go into Sork quite frequently, where their hand sort of like, it doesn't permit them to do it and they can sort of just like end their turn. In which case this card is insane. And then also against the Thunder deck was Swords of Concealing Light. When your hand is not very strong, or like even when it's like really strong, if they have a board and you Swords of Concealing Light, you can't really answer 5 monsters like very efficiently. Like you can answer it time from time, you have to get to 3 spells, it's very awkward. Just being able to play this card says everything. Having this with Widow Anchor stops like 1 negate plus like Goliath, Colossus, which is like what everyone was doing this weekend. And then it gives you like turns to draw cards. So this sort of functions like Upstart Goblin in the sense that you're almost guaranteed to see another turn. They usually have their link marker like locked up and you just play this. So this versus like Book of Eclipse is just the fact that like you can't readily kill all their cards. And this is good against it, like their weaker boards as well. Whereas like certain cards only function against like Sphere Mode only functions against a board of 3 monsters. If your opponent's smart enough, then they're only leaving 2 monsters, like say a Colossus or Goliath, you just activate this, or like double Colossus, activate this, right? If they just leave 1 Colossus, you can't Sphere Mode them, so you have this instead. So this card was very good. We didn't really get to resolve it. The one or two times I saw Jeff draw it, I think was against like the Thunder deck. It was in time and he comboed and his turn took a long time, yeah, so like we just couldn't really do anything, but yeah, other than that, like the deck was really nice. I know Jeff enjoyed it. He didn't lose too many games.
He lost twice. He lost to Imperial Order and Naturius, I think.
Oh, yeah, we definitely, he lost on stream to did he lose on stream against Quentin?
That was the Imperial Order game.
Imperial Order, and then he lost to Dinosaurs playing Naturius. Yeah. But yeah, no, he definitely carried the team. Did very well. So, very happy with it.
So I have a few questions. How was your first experience at this first Team YCS? Did you guys enjoy it?
I had a lot of fun. I was also very stressed for most of it. So like, if you finish a game before any of your other teammates are like, all right, like how's everybody doing? And if you can't like fully check in over there, then it's just like it just like sucks. Yeah. So
the issue that we found was like if you're the last, time was a big thing. Like in terms of like coaching, it just seems like games would drag out. Judges didn't seem to have like an idea of what determined like that mostly like that was a big issue at the beginning of the tournament. We were told certain things like you can't move from your seat to another place, you can't touch your opponent's cards, certain things, and that would like flip flop back and forth until like we got a definitive answer, which was kind of unfortunate.
It was very inconsistent.
But then there was also the issue of like if you are like the last person to play, the match sort of like revolves around you, right? And it's like this added pressure where it's like, okay, in a normal tournament, if I lose, it's my problem. Right. But if you lose when there's 2 other people depending on you, it's very stressful.
Yeah, it's like between myself and I feel like maybe Bohdan or Jeff, like if there was like less than 2 minutes left and you're the last person playing,
you're sort of
plays
just like,
are not ideal.
Yeah,
unless,
you're
like,
just very much the rushing.
Yeah.
A lot of our opponents had the same issue, you know, like just a lot of like not intentional slow play, but like everyone's trying to find the best play, and you have 2 people able to help you. So, you know, why wouldn't you take?
I definitely think the 45 minutes they chose was like good, but it should probably be a little more too.
I could definitely see like 50 or 60. Like these days ended very early, from what I found, right? Yeah. Like granted, they want them to end early, but I could definitely see a world where it's like 50-minute rounds or 60-minute rounds, with like maybe a stronger FAQ before the event. But again, like this is like a trial by trial basis, I assume. Like they didn't have this in mind. Like there are a lot of like niche scenarios. Like they just can't really figure out until you run an actual event. But you know, I had fun. Jeff had fun.
Yeah, it was cool. I hope they do more of these.
Oh, definitely. Should be good.
Did you enjoy the top 16, or did it feel weird that it was pretty short the top cut? I feel like there was enough players for top 32, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, we were surprised that the FAQ didn't tackle a top 32. I had asked about that, and they said if it comes to it, we'll figure it out. Like normal YCS's 512 would be top 32, right? Yeah. Like
this was a top 32 YCS.
Okay, so absolutely. I think the big issue is a lot of the pro players like don't want to play a top 32 because you have more chances to lose. But then there's also like instances where you basically just edge into top 32. Like it can happen. I know a lot of teams missed out with like X2 records and X1,
and not
right?
making day 2 is crazy.
That's pretty bad.
That was us.
Just getting unlucky casually just put you in a funk.
It adds up for sure.
Yeah, but other than that, really good. I think top 16 is fine sometimes.
So shout outs.
Yeah, shout outs.
Shout out to Ultra Reality Games, Argent Saga, Ophidian. I'm trying to without turning around. Monster Protectors. Gamer Inc. Circuit Series.
Yes.
I think that's about Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah.
And good job, Jeff.
Okay. All right. Congratulations on your top cut, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for the deck,
Okay, thank you.